This is Up for Debate, episode number 206, recorded May 13th, 2021. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of Up for Debate, the debate podcast where the two hosts agree on everything. I am Sean Jennings, joined as always by our own Mr. Freeze. It is Matt Mariani. Hello, Matt.
I scream, you scream, Sean.
We all scream for great podcasting.
Yeah, we do. We especially when we're driving, we roll our windows down and we scream, "I love this podcast." I love this.
I love to scream. I love to scream fire in a crowded theater.
Yes, always. You got to keep everybody on their toes.
That's right.
Keep them ready. Keep them
That's
alert.
right. Speaking of keeping people on their toes, Matt, we've got a great topic tonight: ice cream, iced cream, cream ice, as it's sometimes known.
I was gonna say, speaking of keeping people alert, this Pepsi Blue has a lot of sugar.
It is late in the evening.
All night, and it is a Thursday, sadly.
And I'm sure there's caffeine in there too.
Oh yeah. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. There's a lot of things in here that I can't pronounce.
Mostly blue.
Blue is that says it right there. It is the key ingredient. And we make our blue in the Pepsi factory, Pepsi plant.
To be fair, though, it is free range blue.
That's true. It's produced from Eiffel 65 themselves. Dabba-dee, dabba-die.
Those poor Eiffel. Whatever happened to Eiffel 65?
Sean, I was gonna ask you. What happened to them? I was hoping you would know, because that seems like your domain. Although that's not more like 90s. You're the 80s pop guy.
In 2005, DJ Gabri Ponte left the group to focus on his solo career, and then formed a new duo called Bloom '06. In 2010, the original group reunited, and they're still around.
That was a missed opportunity. That was when they should have re-released Pepsi Blue, to coincide with Eiffel 65 getting back together.
Yeah, they haven't had a...
And then the Blue Man Group could have shown up. And could have done a triple cross-promotion.
They haven't had a new album since 2003, though in 2000 they won the Hungarian Music Awards Best Foreign Dance Album.
They're Hungarian?
No, they're Italian. They were just big.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I remember, I thought they were Italian. Okay. They were big in Hungary.
They sure were.
They were Sean, what's your favorite ice cream?
Yo, listen up. Here's a story. What's my favorite ice cream, Matt? Gosh, that's hard to say. I'm not a huge ice cream eater. I do not eat ice cream in the winter, and when I do eat ice cream, I never buy ice cream to have at home. I only eat ice cream out at a parlor or a soft serve joint or a scoop shop or some sort of specialty ice cream establishment. Do you eat a lot of ice cream?
I do. I'm a fan of ice cream. It is probably the top tier dessert for me. I'm not a big sweets person all around. Contrary to what it says about me, that I'm drinking this Pepsi Blue right now, that will keep me up all night. I'm not a huge sweets guy. I think if you put a steak in front of me and you put like a cake next to it, I'd probably, odds are I'd go for the steak. Now, that being said, though, if I were to indulge on a dessert, it's probably going to be ice cream, which is unfortunate for me as someone with a milk intolerance.
Well, Matt, the good news is ice cream, a bit of a flexible term. In countries like the United States, ice cream only applies to a specific variety relative to the amount of cream involved. But there's also, of course, frozen custard, frozen yogurt, sorbet, gelato, and many other ice cream varietals.
Yeah. I know that there's a lot of different, gelato and frozen yogurt.
Yeah.
And custard. They're all different. I guess a lot of that has to do with like the ratio of cream to milk, right? And then egg is involved when you're talking about a custard.
Yeah, it's a different mix. So frozen custard, yes, is made with eggs in addition to cream and sugar. Frozen yogurt is actually made with yogurt, um, live bacterial cultures from those yogurts. Sorbet does not have any dairy. A gelato, um, obviously Italian, lower in fat than other frozen desserts. It has a base of butterfat whole milk.
Hmm. Yeah. So it's the products that make it up. So do you have a personal favorite of all of those?
I mean, ice cream is of course a classic. I think frozen yogurt's really overrated. I think frozen yogurt is just fine. It's a toppings dessert more than anything else. Frozen custard, I think, is a treat I don't get very often, and I do like a good. To me, I would always get frozen custard on the boardwalk, the Jersey Shore, the boardwalk, hot summer day, and you get a frozen custard in a cone. Oh boy, that was for me. I guess because it's just different. Because you don't get like a vanilla soft serve cone you can get anywhere, but a frozen custard is something a little more special.
That's very true. That's yeah, classic, classic memory. I was having a memory of the boardwalk of my own the other day. Did not involve any frozen custard, but it did involve a seagull taking a crap on my arm, and then my mom wiped it off, and I went with my dad to buy Pokemon cards, so it was all better. I was like maybe like 10 at
Well,
the
I was
time.
about to say this.
This
This could have
happened
been
last year.
yesterday.
Yeah, right. I do live pretty close to the Jersey Shore now, so it could have been, but it was a fond memory. I was thinking of it because why was I thinking of it? Oh, my cousin got crapped on by a bird on Sunday when we were hanging out for Mother's Day. So it caused me to remember what that was like. Yeah, not fun. Has a bird ever taken a poop on you, Sean?
I can't say they ever have, but I don't go outside very often, so the odds are slim.
Gotcha.
Gotta
Yeah,
be
was
honest.
it was just wrong place, wrong time, I guess. But they do say it's good luck. I guess they tell you that to make you feel better for getting crapped on by a bird.
Yeah, there's not much you can do about it at that point.
Oh, listen to that carbonation.
Refreshing. Now, Matt, what about because we can obviously get into individual flavors of ice cream, what ice cream is made. We're going to talk a lot about ice cream tonight, but what about do you like ice cream on its own, or do you like ice cream? And I'm not talking like a sundae or something. I'm talking like an ice cream float, or
I
like
used to
with a
like the
pie, or are you really like a no? I'll just eat ice cream on its own.
I've gotten much more traditional, Sean, with my tastes in ice cream. As I've grown, I used to, enjoy the occasional float. That was probably my drink of choice, like a root beer or a Coke variety float. As I've gotten older, I probably like skew more to the good traditional. I've gotten very traditional. I usually I'm a vanilla or chocolate soft serve, plain, or sometimes with sprinkles. I'm that old school. Now, my wife keeps it exciting because she's like the exact opposite. She'll put crazy. She goes to like the cotton candy ice cream and the gummy worms and all kinds of interesting combinations. So she usually keeps it exciting with the ice creams in our house. But for me, I'm very old school. I do like milkshake though. I guess that's like as crazy as I'll probably get. I mean, I'll eat mostly anything, but yeah, in terms of my favorites or my go tos, I'm with you. I like a good custard is pretty good. We have a place right by us, Rita's, that does a.
Sure.
Did you know Rita's did custard? That blew my
Yes.
mind.
Yes, they do concretes as well.
I I I was I most of my life I thought they just did Italian ice, Sean.
But I think, at least in my opinion, their Italian ice is better Italian ice than their custard is custard. Like their custard's fine. It's not the best custard I've ever had. I think their Italian ice is. I'm more likely to get that there, I will say, but their custard's fine.
You could get like a combo, I think, with like Italian ice on the bottom and custard on the top.
That I've never liked. I will be honest. That to me never quite goes together.
Well, because the problem is that the Italian ice melts and it dilutes the custard.
Well, and they don't. When I get a layered, like I eventually want them to mix, but with these, it's like they never. They just sit like they never merge. So you're like you just eat a bunch of Italian ice and then you eat a bunch of custard. It's like it's never.
Might as well just get custard and then if you're gonna like really gavone it up, you got to get one and then the other.
Yeah.
Um, indeed. Yeah. So soft serve. I don't love twists. I don't love a lot of people say like the vanilla and the chocolate together. To me, it just makes like it's like you're not getting the best of both. You're getting like
They
half
end
and
up
half.
tasting like nothing.
Yeah. I think they end up kind of nullifying each other.
But that's my problem with the straight out of the machine soft serve, like your ultra classic soft serve, is the flavor. You rarely have very good soft serve out of one of those machines. You very often have fine soft serve. Um, I when I get vanilla soft serve, I do want it to taste like vanilla, and I find out of those machines, you very rarely get. You get cold, you get cream, you don't get flavor, and that to me is the twist is just more visually fun because to me a vanilla cone and a twist cone most of the time end up tasting the same because they just don't put enough flavor in those things.
Yeah. Are you more of would you get like a waffle cone if it was offered?
No, I'm if I'm going to accessorize, I accessorize in the flavor of the ice cream itself. I like a place that has 40 flavors and there's like a tiramisu ice cream and there's an almond joy ice cream and there's a strawberry cheesecake ice cream and they've got mix-ins and they've got swirls. That is my ice cream. I almost never desire just a vanilla cone. Even if I go dead simple, I'm going to get like a blizzard or something where it is the vanilla soft serve, but at least there's something in it. As in terms of like the cones or the shell, right? The hard magic shell or some of the those don't do it for me. They're not. I'm a variety flavor guy, and so when I can go to an ice cream place and get something I've never tried before or had anywhere else, oh look at that, it's blackberry ice cream. Oh, that sounds really interesting. I'm gonna try that. I'm always gonna do that versus vanilla.
Hmm. Yeah, I see. I like vanilla. Not that I wouldn't go out of my way and like try. I would try new things. The only thing I think I'm not a huge. I have to be in a really specific mood for it. Is like espresso and coffee flavored ice cream. Have to be like in a really. Otherwise, I kind of avoid those. I usually avoid the fruitier flavors, and especially banana. Banana ice cream is usually unless it's like I mean I guess it's like anything else unless it's a good banana, but I've had some really crappy banana ice creams before that have kind of put me off to it. um I'll do like brownie batter or cookie
Yeah,
dough.
I like the chocolatey candy based ice creams.
Sure.
Usually tend to do where they're mixing it like there's a place that does homemade ice creams all from scratch, and they have an almond joy flavor that's got chocolate swirl, coconut, pieces of nut in it, and it's very good. And to me, that's a good. You don't have to actually break up and put in pieces of almond joy, but if you can replicate all those different nice, the coconut and the chocolate and all those nice flavors, that to me makes a really great ice cream.
Hmm. um I was gonna save this for the end of the episode, but I'm gonna do it now so I don't forget. Sean, how many ice cream companies can you name?
Define ice cream companies. Do you mean like pint manufacturers found in supermarkets?
Yes. Like if you're walking in the freezer
Sure,
aisle, you're in the dessert section.
sure.
How many of those ice cream producers can you name off the
You
top
know,
of your head?
it's interesting. A lot of them are regional, so we're gonna see. I'm willing to give it a shot. Do you have a list in front of you?
I can
I mean, you can
produce
just
one.
count. Um, and I'm not cheating. I'm not looking truly. I would. All right, here we go. Are you keeping count?
I'm keeping the yep, and I've got the list. Yep.
Okay. Friendlies, Turkey Hill, Breyers, Haagen Dazs, Ben and Jerry's, Jenny's, which is one of the newer ones, A lot of these specialty ones.
You're doing a good job so far. You're,
Yeah, I'm doing an okay job. I could be doing a better job. I'm just trying. Again, I don't buy a lot of ice cream, so it's not a topic I'm going to be ultra familiar with. I probably named most of the top big ones, I would think.
oh yeah,
Um, oh, is it Blue Bunny? But there's
yeah.
also, is it what's the Texas one? It's not Blue Hill, or it's crap. I used to eat it in Texas. It was very good. They had a big listeria scare a few years ago. It was blue, something with blue in the name.
I'll give you that one. It's Blue Bell.
Blue Bell. Oh, I was
Yeah.
so close. Blue Bell, which is very good ice cream. And then like there's Dove bars, but they don't really do pints. Um, I'm probably gonna end it there. I would probably recognize a few more, but
Did you say Turkey Hill?
I did say Turkey Hill.
Okay, good. Because that was you really. I think you generally you got pretty much all of the
Yeah,
mainstays.
I think Carvel I probably could have gotten.
Yeah, that's is that a regional? That's more of like a
No, it's
region.
national, but they just do cakes. They just do ice cream cakes.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they do pints in the store.
Yeah.
Dryers. I said Briars. I did not also say Dryers.
Okay. Yep. There's dryers.
Edie's I should have gotten. That's a pretty big one.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably good humors. I mean, again, they're the bars. They're not really the pints.
Oh,
Uh,
so dryers and Edie's used to be the same company.
yeah, there's some weird history between
It was like
those.
a spin-off, like kind of like a did you say Good Humor?
No, no,
Okay.
or like Magnum is a big one.
Right.
Um,
Hershey, which is not really an ice cream specific company, so you could have been forgiven for not knowing that they also produced ice cream. Klondike.
yeah, Klondike.
There is a company in the UK called Lick Me, I'm Delicious.
No, thank you.
It was founded in 2011.
Um, all right,
They,
well, that wasn't too bad.
I'm going down the rabbit hole here. They produce ice cream and something called edible mist. What is that? What is edible mist?
Oh,
Oh,
I've seen. Is this like the dragon's breath thing? Have you ever seen this?
is that no? Is that the thing you like eat and then it gives you like you like breathe smoke?
Yes, but it's
Okay,
like ice cream.
I have not seen this.
I've seen it in the mall. Um, dragon's breath ice cream. It's liquid nitrogen coated ice cream cereal balls. I don't know if
Okay.
that's the same thing though.
Now it says that Dippin' Dots
Oh,
is
it's the
a
ice cream of the future.
is a brand of ice cream. And I was just going to ask you, where do you stand on that? Is Dippin' Dots ice cream?
It technically is. It starts as ice cream. It's foundationally it's ice cream in a new manner. I mean, it's sort of like is a milkshake ice cream?
Well, yeah, a milkshake is ice cream because it's fundamentally elementally is ice cream.
Well,
But
but Dippin' Dots is just ice cream flash frozen by liquid nitrogen into tiny little balls. I mean, it's still ice cream. It's just in the same way you put ice cream in a blender to make a milkshake.
all right, so then why isn't yeah, I guess that's right.
I mean,
I was going to say why isn't like I don't know, is ice cream still ice cream when it's in a baked Alaska? Like fried ice cream, is that still ice cream?
I do like fried ice cream.
I do too.
That's one I don't get enough.
Can't really get it because it's in the world of COVID. I used to only be able to get it at like hibachi restaurants,
Right.
right? And, can't really order fried ice cream to go. I guess you could. Be interesting what you wind up with.
Yeah, you'd have to hustle. You got to hustle with
Or
any
just
ice
eat it
cream
right
to
in the
go.
parking lot and have no shame. You could just
I mean, that's fundamentally your problem with ice cream.
You can play it that way. Sorry, I'm snapping a photo of my Pepsi Blue for the Insta
Share it with
that
the world.
I still don't have. Mm.
Um,
Oh, that is blue. Is my
Ooh.
tongue blue yet?
Nope, it's very
Wow,
much pink.
that's kind of a disappointment. I thought this was gonna do it.
You got to swish it around.
Yeah.
You know, really get it in all the nooks and crannies.
Wow, Matt. Looking at your teeth, you have 30 new cavities since your previous visit.
Oh, I see. You have blue syndrome. We've been seeing more of this recently.
Uptick in blue is unfortunately no cure. Your teeth are now blue forever.
Now, Matt, what are your thoughts? You've asked me a few questions. I got to ask you. I got to ask you about the cone.
Okay.
The cone, obviously an iconic part of ice cream consumption. I would vote a cone as vastly overrated. Cones are bad. Cups are better. Well, how do you stand on cones?
Oh, wow. We're gonna have a debate. We're gonna be up for debate on this one. We're gonna disagree. Cones are way better. You can eat cones. You can't eat a
But
cup.
they don't. You know what? I have the same problem with cones I have with fortune cookies. They don't taste good.
I don't
Don't
like
make me eat it. It's like a chore.
You'll get no disagreement from me there, Sean. Fortune cookies are gross. I don't understand people that eat fortune cookies.
No. And I don't think they do. I think, honestly, if there was a fortune inside of an ice cream cone, I might get one.
I think you just get the fortunes with the meal, and it's like it's more of a vessel to transport the fortune. It's
Right.
they could give it to you in a Kinder egg. That actually would be a lot better. Would rather I prefer the Kinder egg.
I agree.
Cones are great, especially the different like flavor, like the options. It adds another layer of customization to your ice cream. What are you going to get it in a paper cup or a plastic cup?
But that's not
You end up
customize the
throwing it
ice
out
cream
anyway?
itself.
It's an addendum to the ice cream. It's like a second dessert.
I judge people. If you're the guy who gets like the chocolate and sprinkle coated giant waffle
Oh,
cone,
yeah.
I am judging you
so good.
so hard.
It's
Like,
so
who does
good
this
because
guy think he is?
It is an additional dessert.
Oh,
Compared to
big
your
spender over here.
Yes, because when you treat yourself, Sean, you got to treat yourself. Like you can't. Oh, I'm just gonna have my ice cream and then I'm gonna throw this cup out, which is going to damage the environment.
Oh, stop.
It's gonna rot in a landfill, Sean, for the rest of our lives. And
Isn't that more opulent than a cone that'll disappear once you eat it? This ice cream was so good, I permanently damaged the planet.
This ice cream was so good, I ate all of it and I saved the whales, Sean.
It's so good, I ate the cup it came in.
I like my favorite cones are the waffle cones dipped in chocolate, coated with M&Ms.
What?
Yes, you never seen those?
Oh, that
Those
sounds
are
no.
so
I'm
good.
upset. I'm nauseous.
So good, and you put but see, then you just get a plain vanilla ice cream on it. You don't go crazy with the flavors of the ice cream. It's the way.
At that
to go.
point, just get the cone and eat the cone without the ice cream.
But now you haven't even brought up the worst thing about cones, which is when the ice cream melts.
Yeah.
And there's nothing to put it inside. But my counter to that would be, Sean, you just got to stop being a wuss and eat your ice cream faster.
Okay.
If you just eat it faster, then it won't melt.
So you're the guy there with your fancy cone and your vanilla ice cream shouting at children, well, if you didn't want sticky fingers, you should have eaten it faster.
That's right.
Wow. You're
They
brutal,
need to learn,
dude.
They need to learn early, or else they'll never succeed in life like me.
The grown man drinking Pepsi Blue. Oh, refreshing. I think, yeah, okay. I just saw the cavities grow. That's upsetting.
Very blue.
Very fresh. Yeah, no, I'm surprised they haven't invented something better than I don't have a problem with the edible container. I just think a cone is kind of, I want a soft cone.
So what is a soft?
I want like a pancake. Or a crepe.
Pancake? That's gonna get soggy. It's gonna get very soggy.
Yeah, that's okay.
A waffle is that's as breakfasty as you can go with a cone.
A soft waffle. Give me a soft, fresh waffle.
Because no, not a fresh waffle. A fresh waffle will be hot. It'll melt all the ice cream.
That sounds good.
Okay, If you can give me a dish to put that on, so that when it inevitably melts the whole waffle, I can just eat a
Yeah.
melt. Oh my god, I haven't had dinner yet, Sean. This could be my
What
dinner.
do you mean you? It's 8 p.m. What do you mean you haven't had dinner yet?
My dinner is Pepsi Blue.
Oh no, Matt, you've really gone all in, buddy. I'm concerned. That's not healthy.
I did have like a small bowl of leftover Chinese food when I got home from work, but that was a long time ago.
And now you're just barely hanging in there.
It's kind of been sustaining me.
No wonder you're so excited for ice cream.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, this helped. It's like when you go to a grocery store and you're hungry and you end up buying like $80 worth of food that you didn't think you were going to buy. Um, what is if you were to like go in a store, right, and you're shopping for ice cream? Do you have a brand, like a go-to brand that you like?
Again, your classic like big tubs of boring flavors just don't. I'm a sucker for the Ben and Jerry's. I'm also a sucker for the fancy ice cream where it's like, oh, this expensive looking brand. Like I'm an idiot for that, even though I literally bought, I forget the name of it, but there's a company that is like New England based that makes ice cream in small batches and you get it in the store. I bought their vanilla. Do you really think their vanilla is that much better than everyone else's vanilla? No, it wasn't, and I paid much more for it because I'm an idiot.
If you did the Pepsi challenge with the ice creams, do you think you would be able to tell the difference?
Probably. But I
Gourmet.
don't think it would be worth. The thing is, there is a difference. I don't challenge that. Is it worth the cost? Like, is it that much better? I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Now, some of the gourmet, and that's why I like the Ben and Jerry's, where it's like, no, we're putting like actual pieces of stuff in your ice cream. Then I'm like, okay, I get why it costs more. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm paying for the extra. Like, oh, we put like literal pieces of brownie in the ice cream. I'm like, okay, that's worth something to me.
Hmm. Yeah. Uh, I guess like the store brand or the very cheap brand ice cream, you'd probably try to avoid that. But other than that, I think like ice cream is mostly ice cream. I just enjoy it. Uh, the research I did coming in, I wanted to have an intelligent and informed discussion about the alt ice cream scene, but I don't
Okay.
know. I'm finding that I don't really. There isn't really much of an alt ice cream scene yet. Like there is an alt milk scene, right? You see like there's a big alt milk scene right now.
Yeah.
But how long do you think it'll be before we get like oatmeal ice or oat oat cream, oat ice cream, and almond gelato and things like that?
Well, we're already seeing a little bit. Have you Halo Top? You ever had Halo Top?
No, see, maybe I just haven't tasted any of the alt
It's
ice.
dairy free vegan ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And that's nationwide. So I mean, there are other alternative ice creams, but I agree. I don't think they've caught on in the way alternative foods have in other categories. But I'm gonna attach that to. And by the way, I've had Halo Top before, and it was terrible, in my opinion. It was not. Just get regular ice cream. But I also think that ice cream, because it's an indulgence and a dessert, I think the health conscious alternative crowd isn't rushing to ice cream in the way they do milk. I think anything like in the dessert category is going to take longer to filter down into the healthier category.
Yeah, I guess it's more for people who. Oh, look at this Oatly.
Yep, the oat milk people.
The oat milk people are releasing 7 new ice cream flavors. I wonder when this was from. This was from 2019. Okay, so recent. Vanilla, strawberry, mint chip, and oat are the
Oat ice
flavors of
cream.
ice cream.
Huh.
Yeah. Wow, no cow. Yeah. Um, I do agree. I think that most, when you look at most of the alt milks, they've broken into the breakfast scene for the most part, right? You have your oat milk with your coffee, your almond milk with your cereal.
Yeah.
Um, People are breakfast is interesting because it's I bet if you did a study and you looked at marketing for meals, like specific meals, I'll bet breakfast is probably the one where they try to skew the most healthy. And I wonder if that's because breakfasts on their own are so unhealthy with like fat laden and like calorie laden. I wonder if advertisers figure like there's more of a demand for venturing into healthier options. What do you think about that?
I've never thought about it before, but I do think you make a really strong point. I mean, it's part of that, the old part of a balanced breakfast, right? We're used to hearing that. I mean, breakfast, most important meal of the day, is always how it's been framed. And I think if there's somewhere you're going to add that healthy element, I think breakfast makes sense. I also think breakfast is probably your easiest meal to swap in something healthy because you're right, breakfast isn't a complete meal, usually, for most people in the way a lunch or a dinner is. And so to be easily say, hey, that bacon and eggs you would normally have for breakfast, it easily swaps out with something else healthier versus changing your entire diet habits, especially because people eat the same breakfast every day in the way they don't usually a lunch or especially a dinner. So I think changing habits at breakfast probably has to be a lot easier than at other meals. I mean, I can tell you I switched to almond milk and cereal not that long ago and I've never looked back. But it was such a simple change to make and feeling good about it. So yeah, I absolutely think that breakfast is more of a fruit opportunity than other meals. It's more of a liquid opportunity. I feel like people tend to drink more beverages at breakfast. They tend to have beverages with their food more. So I think if you're in those markets, yeah, that's an exciting opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. I guess your other healthy alternatives to like lunch or dinner, mostly more vegetables, but
Yeah,
you get a
people.
little more imaginative with breakfast, right? Because it's vegetables are not you don't really find them on the breakfast table too much. Maybe like tomatoes with your egg sandwich or something, but
I think it's just one of those things where you tell someone they can't have red meat for dinner and they're going to revolt, but you tell them you can't have bacon for breakfast. I think they're going to be more okay with it. I mean, I just think it's a smaller seeming change, combined with the fact that again, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I feel like people feel more obligation to be healthier at breakfast than any other meal. So if you're going to say, look, you have to eat something healthy in your life, the first thing people are going to do is think breakfast, I would think, just based on the history.
yeah, very true. Um, so yeah, probably won't see alternative ice creams.
But I
Make
do I do like the idea of healthy ice cream for breakfast though. Now that's an idea.
healthy ice cream for breakfast. Yeah, I mean any ice cream is there's no wrong time of day.
Spoken like a true marketer. I mean, if Taco Bell can invent fourth meal, why can't we invent ice cream that you have at
Ice
breakfast
cream breakfast.
with little pieces of sausage in it? Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. Um, have you ever tried making your own ice cream?
No, nor have I had any interest.
Homemade ice cream recipe. So we have an ice cream maker. Are you familiar with these?
Uh, Tell me about it, Matt.
So
I'm sure you've used it a lot.
um, I have never used it. Um, my wife, who owns the ice cream maker, has used it sparingly. It's it's interesting. It's very much like a hobbyist thing, kind of like making your own beer, because it's a lot cheaper to just buy ice cream in the store.
Right.
So this is more just like it's exactly a hobbyist thing. So and the ice cream she makes at home is it's good. It's competent ice cream, but it's very labor intensive and it's very involved. So it's a hobby. It's a project. It's That's with an ice cream maker though. I'm saying there's another way where you can actually just produce ice cream in like a plastic bag. I mean, really all you need is the like essential ingredients: cream, milk, sugar, and salt.
Yeah, the difficult thing is you're just not churning it as much as a machine would. So you lose some of the. That's what the churning process does. Is it gets air in there, makes it that nice light ice cream. And so if you're not using a machine, you really have to try manually, and you won't quite get the consistency you would out of something like an ice cream machine.
Yeah, that's true.
No, I think ice cream machines really for me are less about like it's about the creativity aspect. I don't know if you've ever watched Chopped, but I always find Chopped very amusing because when they get to the dessert round and they have some ingredient they don't know what to do with, by default it's put it in ice cream, and they put in the big ice cream maker. And so that's what I think. If I had an ice cream machine, I wouldn't use it to like make a lot of vanilla ice cream. I would be like, I'm gonna make hot dog flavored ice cream, or like this is right up your alley, Matt. Just make some crazy flavors of just whatever I had lying around the house.
Mustard ice cream.
Awesome. I love it.
Um. Oh yeah, you could just go wild with that. Yeah, I don't know. That would be dangerous. I'd be dangerous with that. I think I would probably. I mean, I'd toss in whatever fruit I had. Fruit would. You can't really go wrong with a fruit-based ice cream.
I would love for you to put out a cookbook that is like Matt's guide to leftovers. Like what to do with your leftovers, but every single recipe says put it in ice cream.
Put this Pepsi Blue in ice cream.
Oh, I think that soda ice cream. I think that's a great idea.
Blue float. Oh, oh, Sean, I think I've had too much sugar. This is not good.
Just watching you slowly melt down.
Yeah, this is a crazy amount of sugar.
I feel bad for your wife, frankly.
Oh, I'm just gonna be up all night. I'm just gonna be like a child, just like playing video games at like 3 a.m. And I have like 5 more bottles of this.
You don't have to drink them all today. They're not going to take. Are you like a person where you're like, no, they're going to take it away from me again?
They might. They probably should, to be honest.
Like lawn darts, the government comes in and takes them away. They're too dangerous for you.
Oh, I found the caffeine content. It's not even listed on the nutrition facts, Sean. It's like in fine print on the very bottom. It says 54 milligrams
That's
of caffeine.
Yeah, that's like more than a cup of coffee. I mean, that's a lot.
That is serious. That is serious caffeine. There should be a warning on this.
Not for children.
Yeah.
Or that.
Yeah. All right. Pepsi Blue.
Now, Matt, let me ask you a question here. Ice cream cakes. Obviously a fun party treat. Are you pro or con ice cream cakes?
Oh, I don't know how anybody can be con. If you like ice cream, you like ice cream cake. I don't care who you are or what you say. Sean, if you like ice cream, there is no reason that you would not like an ice cream cake. It doesn't make any sense. No sense whatsoever.
I would much rather have regular cake with a side of ice cream than an ice cream cake. It is two things that never needed to be combined. I'm not saying ice cream is bad. I like ice cream and I like cake. I think combining them, you've made a worse product than them separate. Because it's never. Also, have you see now? I'm thinking of like your Carvel, your traditional, where it's pretty much just all ice cream in the shape of a cake. Where I'm like, I don't want just a bunch of ice cream. Like, I need more than that in a birthday cake. Now, the cakes where it's cake with ice cream in it, I'm a little bit more in favor, but I want more cake than I want ice cream.
So, where I would stand on this is I would agree with you, except there's one key thing, one key ingredient in your ice cream cake, I think that makes it special. That makes it different from your typical ice cream. And that's the little gravelly pieces that separate the vanilla ice cream from the chocolate, or the two components, like
the gravel
two parts, right? That like you don't real that's not a topping for ice cream, but it should be. I don't even know what you would call it. It's those little like gravelly chocolatey bits. And they're like little cookies, like little like crushed up Oreos basically. They're so good.
Crunchies. So I'm on the Carvel. Oh my god, they have a whole page on the Carvel website about, is everything better with crunchies? Crunch, yeah. That's why our favorite crispy, magical morsels of chocolatey goodness are taking over Carvel with our new featured crunchies treats. You can get crunchies t-shirts, Matt.
Really?
I wish I were joking, but I am not.
Crunchies. Okay, that's what there is a word for them.
And they have a new Crazy for Crunchies cake, where the entire outside of the cake. Here, I'll share it on the screen here for you. Um, the entire outside of the cake is made of crunchies.
Dang. Well, that looks amazing.
Isn't that
Oh,
cool?
that looks phenomenal.
And inside the
Perfect.
cake, it's chocolate and vanilla with the Krispies.
Right. Oh, there's my boy, Fudgy the Whale.
Fudgy the Whale, of course, the king of all ice cream whales. I didn't know there were others.
Who doesn't love Fudgy the Whale?
But again, I just stand by. That's just too much ice cream.
Well, you're not eating the whole cake. I mean, unless it's your birthday.
Well, no, because halfway through the party, it's melted.
Yeah, but that's if enough people enjoy it, then you eat it all, and it doesn't melt.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sold on it. But again, I have had cakes where it is actual cake with like a ribbon of ice cream in it or something. That is, I think, much more my speed. The sort of full end-to-end ice cream cake is, I think, overrated.
Do you like ice cream sandwiches or like cookie witches, chip witches? I guess is
Chipwich.
what
Oh,
you
are
call
we
them?
talking Chipwich?
Yeah.
Um,
Tell me about those. Do you
I
enjoy?
do like
Since,
Chipwich.
I was gonna say you seem to like ice cream adjacent things, like ice cream on cake or ice cream and cookies. So tell me about the Chipwich.
I love the Chipwich. So if I ever go to like a cookie shop that makes cookies, if they offer a where they put ice cream between two of their cookies, I will get that. I'm a big fan of. The only thing I don't like about the Chipwich is that the cookies are frozen, and so the cookies are very hard. If I can get like at a cookie shop like a fresh cookie with the vanilla ice cream, beautiful. That I'll do that all day long. I think your classic ice cream sandwich, where it's just the sort of long thin chocolate cakes with the ice cream in between them. I'm a fan of those. I would say I'm a fan of those, sort of nostalgically. Any sort of ice cream novelty. I like the drumstick cones, or any of the like the Good Humor where it's got the strawberry pebbles or the chocolate pebbles on it. All that kind of stuff is fun to me.
You ever have a flying saucer?
I don't think I have.
It's mostly a Carvel thing. They're okay. They're not my favorite.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's
You love
yeah,
them. You love them or you hate them. I think. Or,
yeah. I would probably like them.
yeah, they're very popular. Very popular. Um, I'm a big fan of the Chipwich. I like the Chipwich a lot. Not big into like Klondike bars though, or ice cream sandwiches. They don't do it for me.
Klondike bars are very overrated. That thin chocolate shell breaks immediately,
Yeah,
and it's kind of a pain to eat.
yeah, they're messy. They're really messy, and they're a hassle.
But
The
I did.
Chipwiches are kind of messy, but I think they're more worth it to me. Getting the
Uh,
cookie.
I think chipwiches are more straightforward to eat. I do. Although, did you see now? I was kind of upset. I saw a commercial the other day. Klondike isn't just doing bars anymore. They've got cones. They've got shakes in a pouch.
What?
It's absolutely wacky. And
Well,
there, it used to be what would you do for a Klondike bar? Now it's just what would you do for a Klondike? And I'm like, that's confusing.
no, that's that. What world is a crazy place.
Oh, Matt, they have a quiz here. Oh, definitely going to take this. So, KlondikeBar.com has a quiz. What Klondike are you?
Oh, okay.
So, are you willing to take this quiz?
I'm going to take this quiz.
Okay, here you go. What would you do for a Klondike? Would you cluck like a chicken, adopt a pet cow, or climb the Great Pyramid of Giza?
All right, give me my options again here.
Cluck like a chicken, adopt a pet cow, or climb the Great Pyramid of Giza?
Pluck like a chicken.
Adopt a pet cow, climb the
Adopt-
Great Pyramid. Which would you do for a Klondike bar?
Okay. I think what? Wait, why are these your options? There's like it starts out so mundane and then it goes to such like extreme. If I have to choose, well, I'll cluck like a chicken, Sean. That's the easiest.
Well, you can. Okay. What?
Extremely like low maintenance. The other ones are the adopting a cow is a huge commitment.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's your pet.
It's your pet that you have to now care for this. I don't know the medical procedures of owning a cow. What I have to like, what that entails.
It's easy. It's just like a dog.
Also, climbing the Great Pyramids can get you arrested. I don't think you're allowed to just.
Yeah, but
climb.
would you do it for a Klondike bar? I guess not.
No. The answer. Was it? Wait a minute. Was it? I pick one of those things,
Yes.
or which one? Like, what lengths will I go to for a Klondike?
I read it as it said, and you got to pick one. I'm
Okay.
sure it'll work. Matt, what's your favorite ice cream snacking spot? Old school diner, ye old ice cream parlor, or hiding in the laundry room from my kids? This should be easy.
I hope I never get to the point where it's option 3, where I have to hide in the laundry room from my kids. I really hope that it never
Just
becomes
shoving down a pint.
I would have, yeah, I think I would go with the old school diner. Although I would rarely get ice cream at a diner. I don't know why. I would get like pancakes or something.
Now, first of all, I love these stock photos. So generic. What's your favorite movie genre? Comedy, thriller, or sci-fi?
Is the next question going to be what are the last 3 digits of my social, or is it?
And your mother's maiden name, yeah.
Yeah. What does this have to do with the Klondike bar?
We're gonna find out. They say it works with 99% accuracy.
This is the algorithm.
Yep.
Is going to like okay, it's going to spit out like ads now. Sci-fi. No, you know what? Thriller. Yeah, I'm more of a thriller, I think.
What would you do on your dream dinner date? Long walk to the fridge, skip the dinner and get me straight to the dessert, or share a drink with 2 straws?
Wait. What would you do on your dream date? Long walk to the fridge?
I think that means stay at home.
I would go with long walk to the fridge. I don't like crowds, and I don't like.
All right, here we go.
Got used to eating at home.
You got the original Klondike bar. Like the OG bar, you're a true original in everything you do. You're anything but square or plain old vanilla, and you're not afraid to grow your hair out long or rock out to some 80s grunge music. Everyone loves you because of your fun nature, and that's why your best friend would do anything for you.
All right. So those are your.
Should you want to sign up for the newsletter?
No, I want you to take this quiz now.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay.
I want to see what Klondike bar you've become.
All right. Let's go back. What would you do for a Klondike? I would climb the Great Pyramid of Giza. What is your favorite ice cream snacking spot? I'm gonna go with the ice cream parlor. What's your favorite movie genre? I'm gonna go with sci-fi. What would you do on your dream dinner date? Share a drink with 2 straws. You know me, I'm a hopeless romantic. Oh, I got the cone. You got Klondike cones. Just like cones, you're the most innovative person in the room. It's a little scary how you're always coming up with colorful new ideas. On the outside, you're sweet and easy to get along with. But on the inside, you're bold and saucy. You can always be counted on to come up with the perfect cheeky remark in any given situation. I think that's actually pretty accurate.
You know what? I'd rather have a Klondike cone than a Klondike bar.
They look good.
I think it's also pretty ironic that they gave you the cone and you're a cone hater.
Yeah, I am. I am. Maybe I'm wrong in my cone opinion. I don't know. That's what Klondike's trying to tell me.
I question those milkshake pouches, Sean. I caught a glimpse of it under the image of the cone. I don't know I don't know if I trust them. I don't think I trust those milkshake pouches.
It just says take out of the freezer, wait 3 minutes, then enjoy. It's a milkshake ready to go.
I don't know. It's like it looks like a juice box, but with.
Yeah, it's like one of those fruit pouches like kids have with the fruit gel in it. One of those little pouches.
It's like a Capri Sun, but with ice cream.
Let's see. I'm looking at the. It's only 120 calories per pouch, which isn't terrible. It's not. It's got a lot of fat in it from the milk, but otherwise it's not really that unhealthy. Although I do like on here it says, "Nope, do not microwave." Which would be very funny if someone microwaved these until it was hot soup.
Why would you do that?
Baffling. Hmm. There you go. Lots of innovations happening.
Sean, I don't feel so good. I don't feel so
No,
good.
I'm worried about you, buddy.
Uh,
Do you know the number for 911?
I think I'm gonna call up Pepsi.
Pepsi killed my friend.
We're here to help. 800-433-2652. Please recycle.
Yes, we'd like to talk to John Pepsi, please.
Get me straight to your manager.
Yes, we want to talk to the president of Pepsi.
Oh,
Uh, Matt, we're coming up towards the end of the hour here. Any other lingering thoughts on ice cream that we did not get to?
ice cream's great. I am excited to see what the future holds for ice cream for innovators like you, and I'm excited to see the next iteration of the ice cream uh, genre.
Yes, I agree. I think we've seen it in beer, and we've seen it in a lot of other food spaces. A lot of flavor craft innovation, and I think ice cream's there. But I think it's one of those difficult challenges because ice cream is obviously a frozen product. If you or I wanted to start an ice cream company, it's very hard to get your ice cream in the freezer at your local grocers. I think most craft ice cream will remain local. And so you won't see a lot of big national craft ice cream brands. So you'll just have to go out and try your local stores and see what's happening at an ice creamery near you.
That's right. You can go out and support your local. I will say that support your local ice cream purveyors. We have a really great one in town, um, Blizzard Island. They've been very good, and they probably have been feeling it in the pandemic. So go out and support local and buy local ice cream. You know what? I think local ice cream, it usually tends to be the best kind because it doesn't have to be imported. It doesn't have to be transported around. It's brewed right there in house. You brew your ice cream right there, brew it, make it in house.
You have no idea how ice cream's made, do you?
You brew it in large vats, I assume.
In cauldrons.
And shout some incantations over it, and you've got ice cream.
Yes, exactly like that, Matt. Yeah, no, I agree. What's great about the local shops is they try a lot of different flavors that may suck, but they only try it for a batch and then don't have to worry about making it again. So there's a lot of creativity. It is ice cream season. I know a lot of my local ice cream shops just opened in the past week for the season, so now is the time.
Uh, July 18th is ice cream day.
Hey, there you go.
It is the day. So, yeah. I think that about covers it for ice cream.
I can't believe it's taken us this long to talk about it, Matt. But what a great discussion of ice cream. We've all screamed today. Hopefully, people were listening. Now, folks, of course, you go to our website, upfordebate.tv, and check out all of the past episodes. They're a blast. We did our book club on our last episode, which is great. We're going to be reading those books coming up later this summer. You can, of course, subscribe wherever you get podcasts with the video version on YouTube. And, of course, you can follow us at UpForDebateTV on Twitter, email us upfordebatetv@gmail.com. Matt, how are as we wrap up the episode, how are you handling the blue?
I just had my last sip of blue, and it's all gone now.
Did you drink that entire 12-ounce bottle?
The whole thing.
Is that a 12-ounce bottle? I'm assuming. It looks narrow.
Oh no, it is a 17 ounce.
Oh no, Matt! Oh no!
That was probably too much. Too much Pepsi Blue. Yep. It was one pint. It actually it's equals a pint. So I had a pint of blue.
Oh no, buddy.
Yep. Didn't even turn my tongue blue.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. No, it just turned all your insides blue.
Yes, it turned my soul blue. Feeling kind of blue now. I'm so glad it's back though. Pepsi Blue.
Well, go out to your local grocer and pick up a set of Pepsi Blue.
Get a pint of blue. Get some blue in you. That should have been their marketing.
Gross.
Come on.
Gross. That sounds
Come
gross.
on.
Gross. Matt, that's going to do it here. Please come back next week, everybody, to see if Matt survives his Pepsi Blue. But until then, on behalf of Matt, I'm Sean. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you next time for another great edition of Up for Debate.